What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video I'm finally going to do it. I'm finally going to set up Amazon ads for a brand new book that I've actually had sitting there for months and months. Like, call me crazy, call me a little bit lazy, but sometimes it takes me a while to get around to something, and it's finally that time where I finally put the brand new campaign that we've talked about and that we've created the whole concept for live on this channel. From the tips and tricks that I've taken from you guys, we put it into play on a brand new book, and we see how it does step by step, week by week. And I will say this much, I am going to be a little bit aggressive since I kind of put it on the back burner and the book's been sitting there for quite some time. So let's go and do this. I'm super fired up. I hope you are. Let's get to it. All right, so here we are inside of the Amazon advertising section of Kindle Direct, and I'm just gonna go straight into sponsored products. That's what I'm gonna do it on. In the future, when I add multiple books, I can go ahead and go into sponsored brands and stuff like that. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and set this up. And the way we're gonna set this up is this actual book is a concept book. It's a pug planner and stuff like that. And I really just made it so I could give it to my sister for Christmas. And I know I've been saying don't give people some shitty gifts for Christmas, so this one might end up tossed back in my face, but I'm gambling that my sister might like this. She has a pug, she enjoys pugs, and I also gave her a Nintendo Switch. So it's not just on its own, it's a little stocking stuff for people. So if it gets thrown back in my face, that's all right. I'll admit I'm not that great a gifter, but let's hope that it doesn't. So altogether, all I'm going to do here is I'm going to be super simple. You can create your own naming convention, but I'm just going to put Pug Planner Test so we know what it is. No portfolio. It starts today. It doesn't have an end date. And we're going to go ahead and do this with a daily budget of, let's just do $10. Let's come out guns blazing, firing out, and see what happens. Now, we got a couple choices here, but I'm going to go with manual because we're pretending we're starting with a small budget. We could even actually lower this to 5 and see what happens. Or we could do 10 and just be gunslingers and just fire out into there and see what goes on as well. And I'm going to do dynamic bids down only, as I've taught you guys. I'm going to go with the standard ad, and the ad group is just going to be named Pug Planner. Let's go to do the first one, which will be exact. So these are going to be all exact keywords. Nothing but plug. And I can't even see pug, so that goes to show you how bad my English is. And if my English is that bad and I'm still making campaigns, what's your excuse? Because I know a lot of you out there are sharpshooters. So Pug Planner exact. That's all I'm going to do. Nothing fancy, nothing else. I'm going to select the Pug Planner book. I'm going to add it over here to the side. And now I'm going to go into targeting. So there's a couple different campaigns I'm going to do. First, I'm going to do the keyword targeting and go with certain keywords. And the keywords I've gathered from a couple different places. So let's talk about where I've gathered them and why I'm going to use them the way that they are. And then we might have to break this video into two because it's already kind of getting long. So let's go ahead and talk about what keywords I'm going to go with. First and foremost, I am going to use a bunch of Amazon suggested if I feel that they actually work to my advantage. So something like this pug lover is the first one that I actually see. And if I'm going to do this the exact one, so I'm going to add the exact pug lover. Actually, that's the wrong one. I'm going to go with pug lover right here, add the exact. I'm going to add pug planner here. And I'm going to keep looking for more keywords that Amazon has, and that's really all that they have, just those two. So you might be wondering, all right, Liz, so you went with Amazon suggested, they gave you 2 crummy keywords, now what? So I did 2 things here. First and foremost, I did a report on helium-10, which if you guys really want me to get into the nitty-gritty of it, I can do that. It took a while, but I'll still get into the nitty-gritty. And the second one I pulled with my friend's tool that I will be releasing later this week. And so let's see what we came up with. The first one was done with Cerebro, and here's what Cerebro gave me. Cerebro gave me a bunch of different pug keywords, and most of these seem to be pretty good. So I'm going to take the time to go through these here on the side, look through these, and then tell you what I end up with, because I don't need something like pug party supplies, and I don't need something like pug jabberball, possibly Rolly the pug. I don't know who the heck they are, but there's almost over like 10,000 plus keywords. So I'm definitely not going to go through all those. We'll see what I end up picking out. And then the other report that I actually did is this pug book report, and I think these are probably the most important ones that I will go with. Is these were pulled from my friend's keyword tool, and we've got 51 of what he says are very important, and they also have the PFR in here, so we know which ones are in order of most important, meaning have the most sales, one being it has the most sales. So what I think I might actually do is, for the purposes of this video, only pull from here, and then later on go back to helium-10 and do that there. So I'm going to take the time to do that right now, and I'm only going to grab the pug related keywords. So we got pug gifts for pug lovers for sure is going in there. We got that one. I guess we could put Pig the Pug in there. Pig the Pug books. I don't know about Pug socks and Pug blanket. That will definitely not come out, but pugs can come out. Diary of a Pug. Pig the Slob. I think that relates to Pig the Pug dog. And then we're going to keep going and seeing. We got Pug Calendar 2021. Pug stuff is probably a good one, and it looks like it's these keywords only. So now I'm going to right click, I'm going to copy them, and I'm going to take them back on over here, and I'm going to put them in the enter list section. And I'm going to just paste them right there, and I'm going to add these, and I'm going to see what else came over other than that. Like, we don't want this calendar one. We don't want the planner one by itself. We definitely want some of these pug gifts ones, which came over twice. So I'm going to delete some of these that came over twice and see what else I find. And then I will go through that other list just briefly and see what I can pick up, and then I'll be right back here in just a minute. All right, so I think I added all the right ones, and we're going to go just with exact here as we talked about. And I will fix the bid myself. So I'm going to go ahead and put custom bid, and I'm going to hit add keywords, and let's see what we end up with. So pug gifts was not added. It looks like it was already added. And let's have a look and see what pops up here, what we have. It's 75 cents is the bid that it suggests. What we could have actually done is put the bid amount over here, which I was going to put with the exact about 35 cents. So I'm going to go ahead and change this and pause it here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've added all of them. They're all over here. It's only about 23 keywords. It's not a lot. You should want to have at least like 100 in here, or as much as 500 is what I would do. As many as are relevant, or you can think of that are relevant. So I could have probably done some extra work on that. But again, this is such a niche down book that it's going to be hard to do that. So the last things I'm going to do here is I'm going to add some negative exact based off of what some members have mentioned. I'm going to put hardcover in here and then hardcover together. I'm also going to go ahead and do spiral bound and then spiral bound together. And I think that's mainly it. So I'm going to negative exact those. I'm going to hit add keywords, and they should show up right here. There they are added as negative exact. Now I'm going to go ahead and launch this, and this is one of a couple campaigns. Now the second one that I'm going to do is, if I go back, all I'll have to do is create the same thing. So if I click on the Pug Planner test right here, we'll see that it's right here. I want to create an ad group, and this time the ad group is going to be the phrase keywords. So we're going to do the exact same thing that we did on the previous one, except I'm going to go grab all these keywords here and enter these into the phrase part. So I'm going to create the second ad group, hit that button, create the ad group, and then name this Pug Planner phrase. And I'm going to add the book over here, and I'm going to go with keyword targeting. Once again, I'm going to enter the list, and I'm going to go with the default or custom bid. That bid, I'm going to go to put 33 cents again, even though usually phrase is a little bit less than exact, but I don't really expect to get that much traffic with exact. I'm doing that purposely so you can see over time how I optimize it. So I'm putting all these at 33 cents. I'm going to add all those. There they are, much faster than the last time. And then I'm going to add the same words that we added last time. So hardcover, spiral bound, and I think that's it. And if I forget any, I'll add them a little bit later, but I'm just going to add those over there, and we're ready to launch this ad group. Now the final test that I'm going to do is I'm going to create a product related ad group. So I'm going to create the ad group here, and I'm going to call this Pug Planner product, and I'm going to find the Pug Planner, add it there. And then right here, I'm going to hit product targeting, and my default bid here is going to be, again, 33 cents. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up individual products, and I purposely went and picked the top 25 selling individual products that are related to the actual keyword. And here they are. So I'm going to just grab all these, copy them right there, and then just ram them right into there. Grab all these, copy them, ram them into there, hit target, and there's 28 products added. They're all 33 cents. I'm going to go ahead and create the ad group. I'm not going to hit anything negative here. I'm just going to leave it as such, and I'm going to create the ad group right there. And now I've got 3 ad groups within this one. And like I said, what I might want to do is increase this budget, since I do have all 3 placed in there. So I'll go ahead and fix that at the end of this so that it's $10. Or I could leave it at 5, see how it spends over the course of the next couple days, then optimize a little bit and then up the actual budget. But that's pretty much what my starting ad group or ad campaign looks like for this brand new book that sat there for a little while. Now you can get a little bit more aggressive. I would if I had some reviews on it and things of that nature. And in a future video, I will do an actual book that is selling pretty decently, and it also has some reviews. So you'll see the difference on how I can get more aggressive to actually rank that. And that's in a little bit more competitive area where there's a lot more keywords to choose from. So that's pretty much it for this one. I did it pretty quick, pretty fast, pretty furious. We'll see what the results are after we start optimizing this over the course of every couple days. So let me know if you have any questions in or comments below. I always personally answer them, and I'll see y'all in the next video.